Good morning, all of you. Once again, welcome back to our online classes. As you know, in the previous class, we have been completed our chapter Knowing Our Numbers. And today, we would be having a revision of all the topics that have been discussed. And we do some other special type of problems also. So just look at here. This was our chapter Knowing Our Numbers. And on this chapter, as a first topic, we have been discussed about natural numbers and whole numbers. Clear? We have been discussed about the concept of natural numbers and whole numbers. Now, the second topic was place value in natural numbers. Where do a natural number starts? It starts from 1 and it does not have an end. It goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Just like that. Okay. And in all numbers starts at 0. And also it does not have an end. It goes like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Clear? So that's all about basically natural numbers and all numbers. Then on the next topic, we discussed about place value and place value charts. We discussed about two place value systems. Which systems? Indian place value system and international place value system. Clear? And we drawn the corresponding or the respective place value charts also. Clear? And on that charts, from that charts, we have been discussed how we can express the given numbers in three different ways. Which were the three different ways in which the numbers can be represented? First of all, expressing the number in its standard form. Second, write the name of the number in words. And the third one is write the expanded form of numbers. For expressing the numbers in standard form, we used two systems, Indian system and international system. In Indian system, we place commas after the first 3 digits, thereafter every 2 digits. Clear? And in international number system, to represent a number in standard form, we put commas after every 3 digits. Clear? So that's all about standard form. Then the second one, which is expressing the name in words. For that, we should have to express that number by putting commas, then write its respective name. And in third case, how we can express the number in expanded form. In expanded form, we write the number as a sum. Sum of what? Sum of the place values of each digits on the given number. So that's all about the second topic, place value and place value chart. Thereafter, we discussed about comparison of large numbers. And in comparison of large numbers, initially we discussed with the concepts of successor, predecessor, successor of successor, predecessor of predecessor. Then we discussed about natural numbers, consecutive natural numbers, consecutive even numbers and consecutive odd numbers. These were the topics that we discussed on comparison of large numbers. And on this same topic, we discussed how we can compare different numbers. Even they have the same number of digits, or they can have different number of digits. Clear? We discussed about the method, the steps for comparing large numbers. That also we discussed. And on the next topic, it was an estimation. Clear? And in estimation, we discussed about rounding off. The method of rounding off of different numbers. Clear? And using this rounding off, we also discussed the estimation of sum or addition, difference or subtraction, and also we discussed about how we can find the estimate of a product also. Clear? So these were the topics that were discussed under estimation. And then thereafter we discussed about simplification of numerical expressions. And in simplification of numerical expressions, which were the topic we discussed, in simplification of numerical expressions, we simplified different numerical expressions that containing brackets and also containing bars. Clear? And we discussed about some rules while simplifying numerical expressions. We discussed that if there are bars, then it has to be simplified first. And in the case of brackets, the inner bracket has to be simplified first. Then thereafter we goes to the outer brackets on further simplification. Clear? And there were one more point to be noted, an important point to be noted in the case of simplification. And it was, there is an order for simplification, and that order was BDMAS. For numerical expressions, it would be containing all the basic mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So, if they are given as a combination, then we need to follow a specific order for simplification. Clear? And the order was BDMAS. Here B represent brackets. First of all, we need to solve brackets, simplify brackets. Then division, then multiplication, then addition, and finally you can do subtraction. Clear? This was the order for simplification of numerical expressions. And on the final topic, we discussed about Roman numerals. We are already familiar with Roman numerals, and here we discussed about some more additional rules for writing numbers in Roman numerals. And we also discussed about the conversion of Hindu Arabic numerals into Roman numerals, as well as Roman numerals into Hindu Arabic numerals. So these were the topics that we discussed under the chapter knowing our numbers. So I hope you clear about all these topics. In case any doubt, clear your doubt immediately by directly contacting me. Clear? There is an exam coming for you in the next week. So be prepared for the exam. There would not be much time for preparing all the subjects. So be careful, be do it as early as possible. All revision must be done as early as possible. Okay, you must be ready for exam any time. Okay, now let's do some problems related with this chapter, some special type of problems. And here is a problem given for you. Read the question. Find the difference between the place values of the two 8s in the given number. Here is a number given for you, and out of this number, the digit 8 is in two places. And you should have to consider the place values of both the 8s. Both the 8s. And thereafter, find the difference between those two place values. This is the question. So, first of all, what we want to do? First of all, we want to consider the place values of two 8s. And you can see that this 8 is at the hundreds position. Ones, tens, hundreds. Clear? So, this can be written as 800. The place values are the place values of eights are. The first one is having a place value of 800. How can you write the place value? Consider the digit and replacing all other remaining digits on the right as 0. So that it would be 8 here. Thereafter 2 zeros. So that it would be 800, the place value of this 8. And what would be the place value of this 8? For that also, we first of all write 8. Then write all the remaining digits as 0. How many digits are the remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digits. All 7 digits must be 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, one number is 800 and the second number is this one. How can you read it? Ones, tens, hundreds. Thousands, 10,000s. Lakh, 10 lakh. Then crore. It would be 8 crore. So, two place values are obtained. Now, we should have to find the difference between these two place values. Difference means greater number minus smaller number. So, how can you find the difference? It would be 8 minus the next one, 800. To subtract, we first of all write this 0 at the ones place on the same place. 0. Then also 0. Then there is an 8. So this would be the answer. The difference in place values. Equal to this one. How can you subtract? 0 minus 0 would be 0 itself. 0 minus 0 again 0. Then here it is 0 and here it is 8. So we should have to borrow from here. And here there is no numbers to borrow. So what shall we do? We borrow from here. So that it would become 7. Then just like this. And here it would become 10. Thereafter, since all other numbers are 0, it would be transformed to 9. Clear? Now we can subtract easily. 10 minus 8, it would be 2. Now, there is no numbers to subtract. So, drop that number. 9 itself. Here also 9 itself. Here also 9 itself. Here also 9 itself. And here 7. So, this would be the answer. So, how can you read this number? Ones, tens, hundreds. Thereafter a comma. 1,000, 10,000. Again a comma. Lakh, 10 lakh. Again a comma. 7 crore. 99 lakh. 99,200. It would be the answer. So, I hope you clear about how did we done this problem. Look here. Here is another problem given for you. Read the question. How many all numbers are there in between 417 and 4321? So there are two numbers given for you, 417 and 4321. And you should have to find the numbers. Which numbers? The all numbers in between 417 and 4321. This is the question. How many numbers are there in between? So here one important point you must to know or you must to note is that the word in between. Usually we use two types of words like this. One is in between and the other is from one number to another number. If it is from one number to another number, take the example here. If it is from 417 to 4321, it means that we need to consider both the numbers 417 and 4321. From to 2 means we need to consider both the numbers. And here it is not the case from and to. And here it is the case in between. And if it is in between means we do not want to consider the number 417 and 4321. We only need to consider the numbers inside of that. We do not want to consider these two. Okay. So let's check how this problem can be solved. We need to count the numbers in between 417 and 4321. For that, I just started from the number 1. 1 is a whole number. Then what is the next whole number? 2. What is the next? 3, 4, etc. We reach after a lot of numbers, we reach 470. Clear? What would be the next number? Next number means the successor. For obtaining successor, we need to add 1. 417 plus 1 would be 480. Then 419, 420, etc. Then finally we reach 4321. We reach 4321. Clear? And you can see that if we want to count the numbers in between 417 and 4321, did we want to consider these two numbers? If it is in between, we don't want to consider these two. Okay. So we would have to consider the number from here and up to here. Can you say which would be the number present here? It would be 1 less than this, which means predecessor of this 4321. We should have to subtract 1 so that it would be 4320. Clear? So it would be like that. and we should need a count of how many numbers are there here on this part. How can you count? First of all, you can count from here. From 1 to 4320. There would be exactly 4320 numbers. 1 to 4320 means it is continuous. So it would be 4320 numbers. From that, how many numbers you need to subtract? You need to subtract the number from here or number up to here. We don't need. Clear? Up to here, how many numbers are there? 417 numbers would be there. So you should have to subtract those 417 numbers. So that what would be the answer? This 0, it would become 10 and it would become 1. 10 minus 7 would be 3. 1 minus 1, it would be 0. Then here 3, so borrow. So that here it would become 13 and here it would become 3. 13 minus 4. What would be the answer? It would be again 7. Sorry. 13 minus 4 would become 9. Clear? Then drop this 3 to here. So that answer would be 3903. Now, how can you conclude your answer? Your answer would be, there are exactly how many numbers? 3903, 3903 numbers. In between 417 and 4321. Clear? Look at here. Here comes another problem. Simplify the numerical expression. Here is a numerical expression given for you and you need to simplify it to a single number. That is what is the question. Okay, now just look at here. Analyze this expression first and understand it. You can see that here is a bar, 13 plus 5 all bar. It is a group. Then there is a plus sign. Then there is a larger bracket. And inside that bracket, started with 100 divided by 10. Then plus. And inside this bracket, there is an inner bracket. 15 into 2. Into again an inner bracket. 13 minus 9 bar divided by 5 minus 1 bar. This is the question. The first step is we need to simplify the bars. How many bars are there? One here and one here. So just simplify it. And there is no change for any other brackets or any other numbers or operations. Clear? So how can you write this 13 plus 5 bar? 13 plus 5 means it would be reduced to 18. Clear? This would become 18. Then there is a plus sign. We are putting that plus sign. Then there is a bracket. We are putting that bracket. 100 divided by 10. Then plus. Again there is bracket. Double bracket. There is 15 into 2. Then there is open bracket. Here comes the bar. So solve it. 13 minus 9. Which would be the answer? It would be 4. So this bar is now solved. Then there is a division symbol. Then 5 minus 1 is also a bar. 5 minus 1, it is a group. Simplifying it, 5 minus 1 would be 4. Now close the all brackets. 1, 2, 3. So bars have been simplified. Now what is the next step? Simplifying the brackets. Now we have to follow the order B, D, M, A, S. First of all, brackets has to be simplified. A lot of brackets are here. 18 plus. While there are number of brackets, we need to simplify the inner bracket first. Clear? So that this bracket has to be simplified first. All other brackets remains the same. 100 divides by 10 plus 15 into 2. Now this bracket is after 2. So just put an into sign. Now simplify this bracket. 4 divided by 4. It would be 1. Now close the brackets. This bracket is now vanished. Thereafter this bracket would be here and this bracket has to be closed. Now the next bracket is this one, inner one. Simplify it. What would be the answer? 18 plus 100 divided by 10 plus. What would be the answer? 15 into 2. 30. 30 into 1. 30 itself. Clear? Now close the bracket. Here, now only one bracket is here. This large bracket. And you can see that in this large bracket there are different type of operations. There is division and there is addition. And if there is division and addition, which one needs to be done first? Division, then only addition. Clear? So first simplify the division part. So that 18 plus again the bracket. Now do the division. 100 divided by 10. How many tens are there in 100? 10 tens. That is 100. Now plus 30. Now we can easily reduce it. 18. Now simplify this bracket. Here only addition. Clear? 10 plus 30 would be 40. Clear? 40 plus 18. What would be the answer? It would be 58. The final answer for the simplified answer for this large numerical expression would be 58. Clear? Look at here. Here is another problem given for you. Read the question. Find the answers by suitable estimation. So we should have to estimate the answers of all these. And for estimation, we know that we have to use the concept of rounding off. Clear? And we already know that the rule for addition and subtraction are the same. And the rule for multiplication is another one. Now look at the first question. It is addition. And when there is addition, first of all, we should have to check the number of digits on each numbers. Here there are 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. And here there are 3 digits. So consider the 3 digits. Clear? The lowest number of digits. Here it is 3. And now you should have to round off up to 3 digits. Up to 3 digits means round off to the nearest 100. 3 digit means ones, tens, hundreds. So we need to round off to the nearest 100 for both the numbers. Both the numbers have to be round off to the nearest 100. How can you do that? On this number, mark the place, hundreds place. It is 5. Now consider the next place. It is 7. And there are 2 groups. 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is first group. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is second group. If this next digit is On the first group, no change for the digit. And if it is in the second group, increase it by 1. Increase by 1. Clear? So we are going to check whether 5 is to be increased or returned to be the same. And for that we check the next digit. It is 7. And 7 belongs to this group. So it must be increased by 1. 5 must be increased by 1. So that first we write 8. Then this 5 would now become 6. Thereafter the remaining digits can be zeros. So 8600. Now a plus sign. This number also to be round off to the nearest 100. For that, mark the hundreds place 7. Thereafter it is 6. 6 is a number belongs to this group. So we have to increase the 7 so that it would become 8. Now the remaining numbers would be 0. So that the answer would be 8600 again plus 800. So that the answer would be 9400. Adding these two, we would get 9400. The same rule can be applied for subtraction also. Count the number of digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digit number. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. So minimum number of digits comes here 4 digits. 4 digits means ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Clear? So we need to round off to the nearest thousands for both the numbers. For that, first of all, we mark the thousands place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. The next digit is 8. 8 belongs to this group. So this must be increased by 1. 7, 8 is increased as 9. Then 0, 0, 0. Sign minus. At the thousands place, here it is 5. Which is the next digit? It is 7. 7 belongs to this group. So 5 must be increased as 6. Then all the digits 0. 79,000 minus 6,000. What would be the answer? 73,000. It would be 73,000. Clear? Now do this one. This is multiplication. And in multiplication, we consider both the numbers separately. No need to count the digits and compare. Consider the numbers separately. 404. It has to be round off up to this digit. This digit means ones, tens, hundreds. So this would be rounding off to the nearest hundreds. And now here ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. The leftmost digit is thousands. So here we rounding off to the nearest 1000. So they are doing separately, rounding off to the nearest 100 and rounding off to the nearest 1000. If we round off it to the nearest 100, what would be the answer? Here it is 4 and the next digit is 0. 0 belongs to here. There is no change for 4. 4 is written as 4 itself. Now the remaining digits would be 0, 0. This would be the round off to the nearest 100. Then there is an into sign. Thereafter, this also to be round off to the nearest 1000. Thousands place is marked. The next digit is 3. 3 belongs to this group. So there is no change for this 1. 1 is written as 1 itself. Then all the remaining digits 0. 3 digits. Clear? So that what would be the answer? 400 into 1000. How can you calculate this? Just multiply the 4 into 1. 4 into 1. 4 ones are 4. Now how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. What would be the answer? It would be 4 lakh. Clear? Today we completed a revision upon our chapter knowing our numbers. So I hope you clear about all the topics discussed on this chapter. Now prepare well for the examination. All the best for your exam.